All right, quick disclaimer. I've never installed graphics on a mountain bike fork before. This is kind of a learning process for me. So let's start. I'll show you some of the issues that I see with the final product, and I'll kind of bring you through how I went through kind of the step-by-step process of taking the old fork graphics off and putting these new ones on. All right, so there we go, you guys. And from far, you can see that it looks pretty dang good. I mean, if I didn't like point it out to anybody, any of the issues, you wouldn't really notice and you'd say, man, that looks awesome. But you can see down around the sides right here, sorry, I know that sun's a little bit in the way. It's just, there's these wrinkles where it was just hard for me to, as I was wrapping this thing around, get it to lay completely flat. It also was an absolute pain to just be able to line this thing up in general and try and figure out where to lay the graphic on the fork. All in all, I'm still happy with the way this thing turned out, but it definitely wasn't as easy as I thought it might be. So without further ado, we'll go back to yesterday as I was trying to figure out how to install this thing. You guys, if you made it this far, smash that like, leave a comment below. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to know. But most of all, get out there, go ride, get stoked, and have some fun, people. All right, so I got these chrome graphics for my bike. I think it's gonna look way better with this chrome Trek logo right there. And I searched online on YouTube videos for how to install these things. I mean, it's got like the little center line right there, and you can kind of see like the stanchion outline to line it up in the back. The one problem that I found, like when trying to find a video on how to do this, is that these graphics are different than the stock ones on my bike. So I can't simply just like tape off this area and mark where these graphics were and reline these back up. So we're gonna go ahead, go through this. I'll fast forward through in the boring parts. I got my heat gun. There we go, we got it moving. Trying my best to get this thing off in one piece, but not having success. So what I'm doing right there is I'm just kind of using my thumb to make sure I'm keeping it there so I'm not heating the fork up too much, just enough to get that sticker started. You definitely want to try and make sure you're sticking with bigger pieces, trying to like peel it off really slow so it doesn't peel off into little pieces, because then you get stuck with little tiny pieces like that one right there that just become a pain. Got one side off, let's move on to the next. That's what you want, nice and slow. Probably could have continued to heat that up a little bit more. Got it. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and clean these things off a little bit, make sure there's no residue left behind. Definitely don't want a bunch of oil from my hands, and then we'll try and figure out how to get these things lined up on there. Got some alcohol and some paper towels here. All right, it's got these center lines right here, which would be awesome if that piece all came off in one piece, but when I peel it, it's like the Fox 36 piece wants to come off separate. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these pieces out that I'm gonna use to line up the rest of the graphic. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use little pieces of tape to hold this together, all as one sticker. Okay, so now I got this as one decal. Hopefully I can use those center line marks to kind of line this thing up right. Center right there. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and line up before I commit to sticking that side down, then I'll be able to take away the excess. I'm gonna go ahead and line up this side as well so I can kind of look at them and see how they look. So let me get this piece taped off first. Okay, got that piece off right there. Line this one up. Center line. Okay. Woo! It's a moment of truth. Just gotta commit, go for it, and just see how it comes out. I'm just gonna start on the center line right here and just kind of slowly work that piece around. So once I have them lined up using that taped together piece, and I just went ahead and took the excess pieces back off and the painter tape back off, and then it was just a matter of getting the pieces stuck down without leaving air bubbles. All right, and that's basically the end of the installation. That's where I kind of was starting to get to this side of the fork and had those issues wrapping it around and getting it to lay flat. So you got those wrinkles in there. I'm gonna try and stop looking at it because it's a little bit annoying to me. But when you step away, you don't notice. And you know, from the front, definitely can't see. I don't know, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys think that this was a good way to go with these decals. Maybe you guys think that I should have just left it stock with that matte black, but I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. And the next upgrade I got coming is those chrome headset spacers. So just kind of give those touches of chrome throughout the bike. Hey you guys, thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate your time. As always, leave a comment below. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to know. But most of all, get stoked, go ride, and have some fun, people.